Hey everyone, welcome back to Bread Podcast. This is Gabby, and in today's episode, we'll be talking about spending time alone. Extroverts tend to forget to give value to alone time. How do you feel about yourself when nobody's looking? Are you scared of yourself, who you truly are? Is that why you keep yourself busy with people? When you're alone, you're not only thinking or feeling. Being alone to know your value, weaknesses, how you wish you would have lived when you're no longer here. Most of the time, we are so focused on the problem that we tend to forget we sometimes need to take a step back and see from a bigger perspective. What do I not know? Why am I not seeing? What am I not being aware of? You may ask yourself this question: why should you spend time alone? And how can it help you? First of all, spending time alone helps you become more independent because you don't have to be afraid to be yourself. You won't be focusing on pleasing other people. You'll also get to have a clearer view of yourself, free from outside influences. You'll have a better relationship with yourself, and this means that you'll also have a better relationship with others. You'll learn to find inner happiness, to stay calm. Your creativity will also increase. Albert Einstein once said, "I take time to go for a long walk on the beach so that I can listen to what's going on inside of my head. If my work isn't going well, I lie down in the middle of a working day and gaze at the ceiling while I listen and visualize what's going on inside of my imagination." When was the last time you sat there alone with only your thoughts? Why? Because we're afraid of solitude. We're even afraid of people around us who appear to be by themselves, because we don't understand and often confuse being alone and isolation. I believe in spending time alone because it's something great that can really impact and change your life. I have a friend who used to be a stressed out individual. She was lost, she was always stressed out. But everything started to change one day. She was born in Cambodia, and as you know, in an Asian family, you need to stay together all the time. And especially someone who's a daughter, like her. She used to spend time sticking together with her sister, who's only 1 year older than her. They're good friends, so it's not on the list to go off, be by yourself. But she found herself not growing as a person. She didn't know what her interests, her hobbies, or even what kind of food she liked. She felt empty. She felt like something was missing in her life. But one day, she started intentionally spending time alone, and she became more independent. She understood herself better. She got to know and found out what she liked, her hobbies and her passions. That only started to happen when she moved to Thailand for her bachelor degree, and also after her first breakup. She started going out alone. One day, the teacher took all the students to a library called TCDC, which was coincidentally in front of where she was staying. She was so overwhelmed by all the interesting books they had on those shelves because she had never experienced that back in her country. She still remembers that feeling when she said to herself, "Wow, I found my place. It's so worth it." So she decided to register as a member, but she didn't really have any friends who wanted to go with her, so she decided to do it alone. That's the story of how she started spending time alone, doing things alone, and enjoying those solitude moments. Remember, at the end, what you have is yourself. People come and go, but you have to be with yourself for a lifetime. You may be thinking, how can you enjoy being alone and not feeling like a punishment? People who are able to spend longer periods of time alone are stronger and therefore more successful in life. Loneliness does not bring them down. On the contrary, they enjoy being alone. You can create pleasant rituals or pamper yourself. For example, you can light some candles in the bathroom or relax in an aromatic bath. Focus on your desires, your dreams, and make them come true. Start new activities. Start learning something new. It could be a foreign language, a new sport. Maybe you've always wanted to sing or dance. Well, now it's the right time. Travel. Vacationing and traveling alone may seem particularly intimidating, But it can also be an exciting and rewarding way to challenge yourself and learn new things. Traveling alone is also a great way to build self-sufficiency and confidence. And last but not least, it's time for mental cleansing. The relationship with yourself will drive relationships with others, money, career, and with your world. It swings inward, not outward. Loneliness is chosen. If you do not know yourself, you are prone to self-judgment, guilt, shame, low self-worth. We have the same amount of time. What are you going to do with it? Sometimes it's about leaning back. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Bread Podcast, and see you next time.